Now, the way that I'll set this up is we've talked philosophy as far as series prices or game to game and rolling over for years and years. Let's set up the scenario with the Celtics. Obviously, Game 5 hosting at 8.5. They're plus 210 on the series price. The Heat are minus 255. Steve, the floor is yours.
So you're thinking about Boston. If you're pro Boston and you want to bet them to win, do you want to bet them right now to win the series? If you shop around, you can get a plus 225. Or do you want to just go ahead and roll it over all three games on the money line, which is normally correct? But in this case, once we do the math, it's actually better to bet the series price right now. But I'm going to lay out how to do this calculation. And I'm going to start with a comp, a really easy comp. What's the probability that we flip three heads in a row? So let's say we got two equal teams playing on a neutral site, 50-50 all three games. Well, the probability that the team down 1-3 is going to win is 1/2 times 1/2 times 1/2. That's 1/8. So the true odds would be 7-1 there. But Boston's obviously perceived to be not just better, but much better than Miami. So in fact, the probability of winning tonight is right around 75%. Now, the way I get that is that at most sharper books, Boston's about minus 320. The takeback's like plus 280. So if I average those and I said, what's the no vig number? If I'm a bookie and I just dealt a number where I didn't take any vig at all, I deal minus 300 / plus 300. You can get 3-1 or lay 3-1. Well, it turns out that's a 75% number. If Boston wins 75%, you break even. That's where I'm getting that 75%. So now I'm going to keep this real simple to start out with. So the Boston wins 3/4 of the time. Now it's assumed Boston wins Game 6 half the time. I'm going to tweak these numbers shortly. Now it's assumed they win Game 7 3/4 of the time. Again, they'll be home again. If I multiply 3/4 times a half times 3/4, I get 9 divided by 32, and that's just a little bit over 28%. Now my number's a little bit low, and the reason being is that if Boston indeed does win tonight, they're probably going to come a small favorite Game 6. Not a big favorite, but they're probably going to win that a little more than half the time. And then if they win on the road Game 6, they're probably going to come a little more of a favorite in Game 7, such that they probably have a little more like a 78% or a 77% chance to win that Game 7. So it's rounded up. So I initially, back of the envelope, calculated 28%, and I'm going fast. You can go back and re-listen on VSiN, and it's about 30%. So what does the 30% equate to? That's a minus 230 line. So minus 230 plus 230 is my bookie line. If you said, Fez, you got to let people bet into you, I'd say, you know what? I'm not going to make any money because I'm not taking any vig, but the line I would set is for Boston to be plus 230 and for Miami to be minus 230.
Go to VSiN.com/subscribe to become a VSiN Pro subscriber today.